It's the US session on the 6th of January. I wasn't around for the actual open, but I did have an order here in gold from earlier today, and it got triggered. As you recall, if you watched the EU session video, price came here, just missed my entry, then rallied, but then it went down again and got a nice entry. I do have to establish a stop here. We're gonna go around here. This should be enough. And as a target, I will be looking for the highs. And we will let it run. I also got triggered in the NASDAQ. And we're getting closer to my stop actually. Yeah, it was quite a strong move in the NASDAQ. It's squeezing the shorts here. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So because I'm late, I missed the second 5-minute bar entry in the Dow, which would be this bar, and it would have worked. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, sometimes these things happen. So I would like to just look over what happened this morning. I added to my trade while it was in profit, and then I moved the stop loss for the original entry from here to here and put both stops here. Sadly, I got stopped out in both, and then the market rallied. And something similar happened in the DAX as well. I was long from here. I moved the stop loss from here to here, and then it clipped me. So if I hadn't moved the stop loss at all, both trades would have worked. Now the add-on here wouldn't have worked because I'm not going to put the add-on in the same place. So the add-on would have lost, but the original would have made up for it. And this is something that I've struggled with a bit, is managing the stop loss, because generally I don't want to move it, even though technically you should. When price goes in your direction, you should at least adjust the stop loss a bit to manage risk and manage your capital. But at the same time, and this is my personal experience, it's so often that by moving the stop loss even a little bit, I happened to get clipped, and then the price went in my direction. Like if I never moved stop loss in my original entry, I think, and I even looked over this for the month of December and November, and it was quite clear that I needed to do this. But then it just felt the right move here, and I think it's just unfortunate ultimately. Price did want to go up, so I think my trade wasn't bad. The thing that frustrates me is that if I hadn't decided to add to it, I wouldn't have moved the stop to this. Whereas this is just unlucky. I mean, it's just a few ticks, a few points. So that's perfectly fine, it happens. But here in the UK 100, I would have absolutely not moved this had I not added to the position. So that is something that I need to consider more in the future, even if it means potentially losing more when I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I need to let the stop for the original entry alone. Okay, so managing this trade and this trade, sadly missed on this. Would have been a very good long. what can you do? The other planned entry I had for today was the second 15-minute bar in the DAX. And it would have triggered me long. I'm going to adjust the sizing here a bit. And go long. Actually, it's more than I wanted. I'm going to take something off because I can't risk more than 0.5%. Even this is too much. Yeah, that's fine. So I didn't start this account that well, unfortunately. I think this just shows how easily you can be right, theoretically, because the moves happened. But just get a bit unlucky, and maybe, I wouldn't say I necessarily mismanaged, because again, it's not like I brought my stop to break even. I brought it just a bit up. The original entry was here. I brought it up to here, so it was like up to half the distance. And of course I know that this can happen and it's fine, but it's just that I know that I wouldn't have moved the stop loss had I not added to the position. So this is something that I need to work on. Adding to positions tends to be a double-edged sword, of course. And when it works, you make a lot more when you're right, but in some circumstances it can also hinder you, so I just need to perhaps manage it a bit better overall. But other than that, I plan on trading on this account for a while, and I plan to pass the challenge. So with generally a 50% win rate, you're going to have runs of losing 4 trades in a row, 5 trades in a row, 6 trades in a row, even more if you're unlucky. So this is why risk management is important. So for the DAX here, I guess we want to see a break of this trend line. For confirmation. Yeah, I'll manage these trades, and besides this, there isn't much else I have for the Dow. I do have something for the Nasdaq, and just to explain, I do not add to losing trades, but this is more of a swing trade that I plan to leave even overnight into tomorrow if it doesn't get stopped out. So I don't consider this an intraday trade. So I will be doing a normal trade regardless of this position on the same account. But for the Nasdaq, I'm targeting the 7th 15-minute bar, so that's quite a while off. I have to wait. And with SPX, however, I am looking at the 4th 15-minute bar and the break of that. So that's going to be sooner, and I'll bring you back when we get there. I have shorted the Dow here. This is another entry that I've been researching, and it's a reversal that happens basically 45 to 50 minutes after market open, and the Dow specifically. and it happens quite a lot if you get to a recent level of support or resistance that is significant, and I think this is a significant level. Now my stop is a lot bigger than I wanted it to be, so I will be looking to be a bit more aggressive with it here. And yeah, so now the risk is my normal 0.5%, and the initial reaction is good. So we'll see. I would like to see a close back into London range here to really feel comfortable about it. Sadly, the DAX is reversing as well, and gold too. Sometimes these indices are synergized and sometimes they're not. It doesn't mean that if this goes all the way down, the DAX has to go all the way down, of course. So we'll see. This is how it looks like so far. Minus 100 on the day. Not the best of starts, but there you go. Bit of misfortune. But I do like my entries. So I'll manage these and bring you back. So a little update. We're in a bit of profit here. Now the target is very ambitious because this is more or less a 4-hour time frame trade. So I'm going to let it run. Might be tempting to bring the take profit up, but this is an ambitious trade, and we'll see what happens and how it evolves. Obviously, you know, if we get down here and it gets stuck, I'll just close it, but for now I'm gonna give it a chance to do a proper sell. And this is how the live P&L looks. Gold is also rallying, which is nice. I'm also going to let this run. And we're probably going to get stopped in the NASDAQ, which is unfortunate. It would be nice if the DAX rallied from here and the Dow kept selling. Yeah, so this is the status right now, and we will see. So, a little update. I have added a sell order below the fourth 15-minute bar and a buy order above the fourth 15-minute bar in the SPX. I got stopped out here, so I do expect this move to continue, to be honest. But my trigger is in the SPX for now, so yeah, this is going well, and hopefully Dow doesn't retrace here and the sellers here manage to hold. It would be nice to hit a TP here for a change. Because it hasn't been a great start to the day, but there is potential here. Now you could say, why not take something off here, blah blah blah. We don't really take anything off when we hit our stop loss, so we lose the full amount. So to really get the risk and reward to work in our favor, we have to hold on to our winning trades. And here we broke above this 15-minute trend line, so I do think we're gonna double top here. This should hit. It's a little bit over a 1-to-1 trade, so it's not that ambitious. Dow keeps selling. I refrained from adding to it this time around. I'll just let it run, see where it goes. Gold is retreating a bit as well, but we'll see. And I'm expecting to get triggered here one way or another. At this point, I think I would prefer the long trigger, but we'll see. Whatever it triggers, we will follow. Yeah, I'll pause you again and bring you back when something has developed. So we have gotten triggered long here. I'm gonna put the stop here. Again, it's a bit too much, almost getting TP'd here. Hopefully it hits. I'm gonna take a bit off here because it's a bit too much of a stop loss. Yeah, this is fine now. Hopefully we get a live TP here. I do think this could go even higher, but I'm gonna stick to my take profit there. And we have been rallying for a lot, so I mean we can't really claim there's been a reversal yet here if we look at the weekly. So hopefully we hit this TP. This can definitely continue, but I'm happy if I get this here. And then hopefully XPX can carry on further. I'm very tempted to add to my Dow here, but I've just gotten so unlucky with add-ons lately that I'm almost just wanting to keep the regular entries and stick with those for now. Lol, this troll. I'm getting trolled. Okay, just hit as I was switching to the live PNL. So, first TP hit. After, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses in a row. And it's break even. Actually, no, this was me taking something off here. Yeah. Okay, so just 5 losses in a row. That can happen. Hopefully we can carry on in the gold here. And in the Dow as well, I think. We could still see a sell here, so I'll keep managing these and we'll bring you back when something noteworthy happens. Another update, we're starting to range here a bit in the Dow, but I've decided to just let it run. I was like $55 in profit here before it retraced a bit. Now, of course, if we look at 30-minute, 1 hour, even 4 hours, you can see we've been rallying on this leg. So there's natural to see some buyers stepping in here. But I am hoping that this area holds, and if it does, we will at least visit this. So, yeah. Like I said, my target is very ambitious here, but I'm inclined to let this run more as a swing trade. Hopefully we get rewarded for our patience. The SPX trade isn't really going places right now. It stumbled a bit, but we will let it run. Let's see what happens. As a target. Let's see if a 2-to-1 makes sense here. I would say that it's probably a bit too ambitious. Somewhere around here, 60-30 should be enough. And should be, achievable intraday. But let's see. Also, gold hopefully continues going upwards, and I want to see this hold now. If it doesn't, I'm fine with it. I'm not going to move the stop loss, and that's that. So I'll bring you back when something more interesting happens. Final update. Gold has continued going up, but we're close to a key level here where we sold off earlier today, so I do expect some ranging to happen now. Like I said, I will let this run. I do believe in this trade, so I'll let it unfold, give it time to breathe. Elsewhere, sadly, the Dow continued going up. It's a good thing I didn't add to the trade, at least. And the SPX is also a bit weak now, or a bit muted would be the better word. So yeah, we'll wait and see. One win today and the rest weren't great, but I'm happy with the trades that I've entered, and that's most I can do is manage them well, and I think I did. So I'll let these run. It's getting a bit late, so I don't want to sit at my desk forever until something happens. I'll update you tomorrow on what happened here. So thank you, and see you tomorrow.